All these bullshit stories by Western media, it's just a huge ploy to try and destabilize China, to serve their own geopolitical interests. Today, we're going to be putting the final nail in the coffin of Western media. We're going to be talking about Western media's baseless Xinjiang claims. Right, so I saw a little news article from one of my favorite news publication companies, if you can call them that anyway. Let's just call them BSP News, right? The name of the article was called China's Tainted Cotton, right? And so it starts off the article. As soon as you open the article, there's a little video playing of two cotton workers, you know, but for some reason, BSP News, they blurred their faces. Now, why are you blurring the faces of these two cotton workers? Oh, that's right. Because if you didn't blur the faces of these two cotton workers, right, people are going to track them down and find their real identity and find that is indeed what they are. Workers, not slaves or forced labor like you claim. That's the reason you blur the faces. Right, so I've got the article on my phone here. Right, so then it goes on to claim that they've done some kind of investigation and they've uncovered some new information. What could this information be about? Oh my God, what's it about? Oh, basically they've come up with a new storyline. These fiction writers, these novelists, right? What's the story about? It's about picking cotton. Now, why would they choose this particular subject, you know, of picking cotton? It's because for Westerners, this phrase, picking cotton, you know, it straight away puts in your mind this kind of idea of American European slave trade. You know, it puts it right at the forefront of your mind before you start reading the article. And so then it goes on to say, more than 1 million people are being sent to detention camps around the whole of Xinjiang, right? Ah, okay. 1 million people. Where do you get that figure from exactly? Any evidence of it? Is there one single piece of evidence that there's 1 million people in all of these camps? Any evidence? Where do you get that number from? You would think that you had some evidence if you're going to write a massive story saying there's 1 million people. Do you have any evidence of it? What's that? No? Not one single shred of evidence that there's 1 million people in detention camps. Okay, don't you think you should have some evidence before you write a story? What's that? No? Okay, why don't you say 2 million people? Ah, 1 million sounds better. Okay. Oh, you claim to have a picture of one of the camps, do you? Right, let's take a look at this satellite image that they have of one of these alleged forced labor detention camps and a factory right next to it, right? Firstly, why are you snooping around looking at satellite images of other countries? I'm sure you've got enough problems in your own country. Why don't you look at their satellite images? But anyway, so in this picture, you see a factory. Well, it's supposedly a factory. I mean, it could be anything. We don't even know what it is, right? I mean, this is supposed to be some kind of detention camp. Can you explain why they've got a nice little garden in the factory? I mean, you can clearly see that's like a garden area to walk around. It has paths. And then right next to it, there's a square. Can anyone explain? I thought this is some kind of forced labor like factory. Why is there like a nice little relaxing garden to walk around? Right, and then right across the road, you've got the alleged camp, which literally looks like a school. It looks like a school, or it could be a housing complex. Let me tell you something. Whenever there's some kind of construction work or a big project in China, farming, or whatever, right? Actually, I think I might be able to show you one down here. For example, when this housing complex was being built, many of these workers, they don't live nearby. Maybe they're from a small rural town. So the workers, how can you expect the worker to travel all the way back to a small rural town, which is miles away, and in some cases can be hundreds of miles away? So what these construction companies do, they set up temporary housing on the construction site, and most of the time it's right across the road from the construction site or the project or whatever it is, right? And so I'm going to show you an example of that now. This is a huge housing complex construction site, and if you look over there, you can see some kind of blue temporary housing just there, right? And they are for the workers. They live there, they sleep there, and the reason is so that this company, they can get this building built much quicker when the workers are living on site, basically, and things just get done a lot quicker. When the workers finish working, all they have to do is literally cross the road back to their housing that's provided by the company. That's what you're seeing in this picture. I mean, it's insane that they don't even know that even. That's how little they know about China. If you continue reading, it says, we have images of people crossing the road, all wearing the same color uniform. I mean, what do you expect? The workers, of course they're wearing the same uniform. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. They were all wearing construction safety hats too. Oh my God. What does that bring to, what conclusion can I draw from this? Oh, they must be slaves. They can't be workers. Right? I mean, if I owned a factory, I would expect all the workers to wear the uniform. No?